it's just like step by step, fight by fight. If you're gonna ask me like what's my plan,
crazy brains.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just two crazy brains. To je poljski gangster.
Ja сказал польский маньяк.
No, Polish gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very dangerous guy.
He seems pretty calm.
Yeah, of course. You know, look this guy. All the time, you know, it's like a quiet. No, it's like a kill.
like deep down, you love boxing. And like at that point of time, I really did feel like I hated boxing, but then I feel like he kind of like lit the fire back up, because it's like he showed me more to boxing than just throwing 1-2s. You know what I mean? Punch, punch.
Moses Itauma has officially joined Oleksandr Usyk's camp. He is training alongside the heavyweight legend. The footage shows Moses moving, reacting, and learning under Usyk's watchful eye. This is a massive step for Moses. He is absorbing world-class knowledge. His skills are about to reach a new level.
Отлично. Lightweight.
Adam Smith breaks down Moses Itauma's potential. He believes Moses could challenge almost any heavyweight in the world. The only exceptions he mentions are Oleksandr Usyk and Daniel Dubois. This shows how highly experts are rating Moses. His skill set, movement, and power are being recognized. Fans should take note. Moses is not here to take a warm-up fight.
When is he ready? I think he could beat most heavyweights in the world, with the exception possibly of Usyk and maybe Dubois.
Derek Chisora highlights the relentless pressure Moses Itauma can bring. He explains how Moses starts measured and gradually overwhelms opponents. By the mid-rounds, fighters realize they are tired far sooner than expected. This shows that Moses is not just strong, he is strategically conditioned. His endurance and ability to keep up intensity will make it extremely difficult for any opponent, including Jermaine Franklin, to keep up with his pace.
Because the way he beats you is fitness. He starts off slowly and going in, and he gets harder and harder and harder. By the time it's round 6, you think you're around 10, but you're only around 6. You know, so you have to be fit. And he keeps
Moses Itauma shares a moment from training with Oleksandr Usyk that shows his sharp reflexes. He confidently slipped multiple jabs and made Usyk acknowledge his skills. This proves Moses is learning quickly and already impressing a world-class champion. Jermaine Franklin is facing someone who is not just powerful but increasingly clever and adaptable in the ring. Moses is turning every sparring session into a lesson that will translate directly to fight night.
Obviously, because he's only a little kid, and then he said, he threw a jab and I slipped it. And then he said he was like, it must have been a mistake, whatnot. He threw another jab, I slipped it and I countered it. And he was like, bro, I didn't recover till the next round. And then he was like, okay, cool, now I got to take this kid seriously.
Peter Fury breaks down the challenges Moses Itauma faces against a fast and sharp opponent. Moses has power and size but must deal with speed and agility. Fury notes Moses's experience as a vital factor. This shows Moses has tools to compete, but Jermaine Franklin could still pose a threat if Moses underestimates his opponent. Every move will count, and Moses must rely on training and sharpness to handle someone quick and dangerous in the heavyweight ranks.
You know, look, it's a good fight to make. Dillian Whyte's got the experience. He's also, he can punch, he's strong, he's a big unit. But can he negate the speed, the power and the ferocity of this young heavyweight coming? And he gives angles, he's a good boxer as well. So that's the thing. You've got experience against somebody who's up and coming that hasn't been tested yet, because he's so sharp, so deadly.
Joe Rogan points out that Moses Itauma is evolving rapidly. His movement and angles are improving fight by fight. Rogan emphasizes that Moses's boxing IQ and feints are reaching a new level. Against Jermaine Franklin, this unpredictability will be critical. Moses can adapt, create openings, and force mistakes. Fans should expect a more refined and calculated Moses, who is not only powerful but now smarter and more versatile in the ring.
So he's got just unbelievable movement. His angles, the way he boxes, his fucking feints and movement, total next level.
Tyson Fury does not mince words on Jermaine Franklin's chances against Moses Itauma. He paints a picture of a one-sided contest. Moses's skill, power, and preparation make him a serious threat. Franklin will have to face a fighter who is faster, smarter, and stronger. Fury's warning is clear. This fight could expose weaknesses and show why Moses is considered a serious rising star in a heavyweight division.
I don't see how it's going to be a good fight. I think it's a mismatch. It's a one-sided, as my Land Rover outside having a four-wheel driving contest with a Ferrari. It's a one-sided.
David Adeli highlights Moses Itauma's underrated power. Many see his technique, but underestimate the force behind his punches. This combination of skill and strength makes him dangerous for any heavyweight, including Jermaine Franklin. Moses can outbox and outpower, making him a dual threat. Fans should prepare for a fighter who is precise, calculated, and capable of ending fights with sheer authority when the opportunity arises.
He hits harder than people expect, I think. I think a lot of people, obviously, they pick up on his boxing and how good of a boxer he is, but he hits harder than people expect.
Derek Chisora is highlighting Moses Itauma's aggressive mindset in the ring. Moses is capable of starting strong and maintaining intensity to finish decisively. This shows that he is not only confident in his power, but also understands timing and pacing to maximize impact. Against Jermaine Franklin, this means Moses will seize opportunities to dominate early and keep pressure high. Opponents will struggle to find a rhythm as Moses adapts and attacks with purpose. Chisora's insight underlines that Moses is mentally and physically prepared to impose himself from the first bell to the last.
He's more like start fast and finish fast. He knows he can hurt him now, so he's going to come and try and hurt him.
Eddie Hearn emphasizes how vital training camp and sparring are for Moses Itauma's growth. Being in the gym every day allows him to refine technique, improve fitness, and anticipate challenges in a real fight scenario. This consistency and focus give him a clear advantage over Jermaine Franklin. Moses is not relying on talent alone, but building skills deliberately. Hearn's observation makes it clear that Moses is developing discipline and sharpness that can overwhelm opponents. Time in the gym with elite guidance is turning him into a complete fighter with strategy, timing, and confidence.
In camp, living in camp, training with him day in, day out. And it made a big difference in the fights. I think he knows that the way that he's going to improve is time in the gym and also the quality of sparring.
Lawrence Oakley reveals how sparring with Moses Itauma can be deceptive. Moses may seem manageable initially, but he consistently challenges fighters, forcing them to expend energy. This demonstrates Moses's endurance and ability to control the pace. Opponents like Jermaine Franklin could easily miscalculate and tire before the fight is fully underway. Moses's ability to maintain pressure while staying precise shows he is a threat both physically and mentally. Oakley's insight proves that Moses's work ethic in sparring translates to fight night, making him relentless, difficult to predict, and exceptionally dangerous.
For the ropes. So he's big, don't get me wrong, but they whisper to me, he's 15. Oh, easy. So I'm there thinking, yep, break time, I'm gonna rest, I'm gonna get my breath back. I've got 12 rounds, I'll just use these rounds as...
Frank Warren's words underline the long-term vision for Moses Itauma. Despite limited fights this year, Moses is building momentum and experience. Warren believes that keeping busy and learning from each fight is critical for Moses to reach world-class status. For Jermaine Franklin, this means facing an opponent who is constantly evolving and motivated to push boundaries. Warren's confidence in Moses signals that his team is strategically guiding him toward title contention. Moses is preparing not just for one fight, but for a career trajectory that will make him a formidable contender in the heavyweight division.
I know it'll be competitive. You know, we believe in Moses. You know, Moses 2026. He only fought twice this year. You know, a couple of problems with, you know, again, we lost the December date, as I just mentioned. But he's got to make it, he's got to be busy next year, getting back to what he was a busy fighter. And I'm looking for him to challenge for a world.
Ade Oladipo makes it clear that Jermaine Franklin is a measured step in Moses Itauma's career. Moses is not being rushed, and facing Franklin allows him to grow without unnecessary risk. Oladipo points out that Franklin is a credible top 30 opponent with experience against heavyweights like Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte. This comparison gives context to Moses's development and shows how well his team is building his record strategically. Facing Franklin is a test of skill and adaptability, providing lessons that will prepare Moses for bigger fights without jeopardizing his momentum.
I honestly thought this is the perfect opponent for Moses' development. You can't rush Moses. I know everyone wants to see him in there with killers. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I think he's ready. But the fact is, you do have to take your time with Moses. And I think someone like a Jermaine Franklin, who is a top 30 guy, top 30 guy, who again, we've seen him with AJ and Dillian Whyte, so we can compare Moses' performance against him and compare it.
Frank Warren's confidence in Moses Itauma is grounded in more than optimism. He sees a fighter capable of adapting through all 12 rounds and not relying on a single weapon to secure victory. Moses has shown in camp and sparring that he can maintain pressure, read his opponent, and make crucial adjustments mid-fight. This fight against Jermaine Franklin will test his tactical intelligence and conditioning, but Warren believes Moses can rise to the challenge. A fan-friendly fight is expected because Moses combines skill with action, constantly pushing the pace while showcasing technical mastery. His versatility and readiness to face adversity make him a dangerous opponent for anyone in the heavyweight division. The confidence from his team reinforces that Moses is prepared for all scenarios inside the ring.
Stop him.
I expect him. I believe he will win the fight. I believe he'll win the fight. How he wins it, we'll see. For me, beating him is a big thing. Right. However he does it, and I want to see the other side of him as well. I want to see him. I want to see him in a tough 12-round fight where he comes through it and boxes his way through it. He's not a one-trick pony. He can box, but as I say, this is a tough one. This is.
Peter Fury captures the balance of potential and challenge that Moses Itauma faces against Jermaine Franklin. Moses is physically imposing and strong, yet this upcoming fight is also a test of his ability to handle speed, angles, and precision. Fury highlights that Moses has the tools and experience to navigate the danger, but Franklin is sharp and dangerous, which creates an intriguing clash of styles. Moses's power and boxing intelligence will be matched against Franklin's youthful ferocity and speed. The commentary shows that Moses is not underestimated and must use his angles, movement, and boxing IQ to control the fight. This is the kind of high-stakes test that separates promising prospects from future champions. Moses's preparation under Usyk's guidance gives him confidence, but the challenge remains formidable.
So look, it's a good fight to make. Dillian Whyte's got the experience. He's also he can punch. He's strong. He's a big unit. But can he negate the speed, the power, and the ferocity of this young heavyweight coming? And he gives angles. He's a good boxer as well. So that's the thing. You've got experience against somebody who's up and coming that hasn't been tested yet because he's so sharp, so deadly with his.
Spencer Oliver praises Moses Itauma's skill and readiness, noting that his talent and maturity in the ring make him a standout among his peers. Moses is being carefully developed to ensure he can handle challenges that come with high-level competition, and Oliver's observation underscores that he is already operating at a level beyond most heavyweights at his stage. The implication is that when he faces Jermaine Franklin, Moses's combination of ability, ring intelligence, and mental toughness will give him a significant edge. Moses has been trained to exploit openings, maintain composure under pressure, and capitalize on every opportunity, making him nearly untouchable for opponents who cannot match his discipline and precision. His growth in Usyk's camp is showing results that are visible to all observers and demonstrates why he is considered a future contender to watch.
If you're good enough, you're old enough. And I think that's where Moses Itauma fits right now. You just go, there's no one that is even coming close to touching it.
Adam Smith's evaluation highlights the complete package that Moses Itauma brings into this fight. Southpaw stance, mobility, power, and an attacking style make him a challenging opponent for anyone. Moses's attitude inside and outside the ring shows he is focused, disciplined, and mentally ready for the challenges Jermaine Franklin can bring. There is a calculated debate about whether this fight comes too early, but the evidence from sparring in camp shows Moses is prepared and capable of taking this step. His combination of technical skill, power, and confidence in his game plan makes him difficult to deter and unpredictable for Franklin. The question of timing is outweighed by Moses's preparation and the strategic work under Usyk's mentorship, making this fight a crucial and fascinating test of his abilities.
On the block, Moses Itauma, who looks absolutely extraordinary, and for me, he ticks all the boxes. I like his attitude, I like his style, southpaw, hard-hitting, moves so well. He's going to be very, very difficult to sort of deter. So it's an interesting one because, yeah, is this too soon for Moses, or is this just the right fight at the right time?
The stakes could not be higher in this fight as Moses Itauma steps into the ring fully prepared and sharpened under Oleksandr Usyk's guidance against Jermaine Franklin. If Moses wins, it will cement his status as one of the most complete and dangerous young heavyweights in the division, proving that skill, discipline, and preparation can overcome raw power. If Franklin shocks the world, it will be a massive upset and a reminder that boxing is unpredictable and anything can happen inside the ropes. Mentally, Moses appears stronger, sharper, and hungrier for this victory, and every sign points to him imposing his style from the first bell. Fans should watch every second closely because this fight is not just about punches, but about intelligence, timing, and strategy. You guys make sure to like and then hype this video to get your valuable opinion pinned in the comments.